My hair's wet, it's frizzy, but we're not gonna care. We're just gonna focus on the face, and I'm just gonna do a makeup look for you guys. I'm not even going to try and be a YouTuber because I always sound really awkward and scripted, even though I really don't script my videos. So we're gonna start off with the eyes. I don't know why I opened my foundation drawer. So for eyes, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just gonna kind of look around. Okay, so I decided what I wanted to do. It's pretty basic, but I think it's gonna look really great. So I'm going to be using one of my actually really favorite eyeshadow palette. It's kind of dirty on the outside because I touched it and I traveled with it recently, but it's the Sam Marcel's Luxurious Eyeshadow palette, and it just has some really pretty shimmers and shades. I'm sorry, my camera is like really bad at focusing. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my base for my eyelid, and for that I will be using the Mented, so it's the Mented Cosmetics Skin by Mented foundation sticks, and I'm going to use L10. It's a very nice light shade, and so this will just give me a good coverage. I really can never tell if I'm really in focus or not, so bear with me. I'm hoping this all just turns out really well. My camera lens is set on autofocus, but I don't really think it ever autofocuses. So I'm just gonna take this Sigma Precision flat brush, and you can take any brush. It does not need to be this brush. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Make sure you buff it well, because you don't want, you know, it to be patchy and gross. So I'm gonna take a nice clean brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade right down here. Oh god, okay, that one. I cannot say any of the names that are on the back of this palette, so apologies on that. But I'm just taking that on a fluffy little brush, tapping off any excess. And I'm just gonna put that right in the crease. You guys, this palette is so fucking nice. My bad. I'm just gonna bleep it out. It's so nice. And I'm just putting it all over my lid from the front to the end, kind of not really being precise with it, just getting it on the top of the crease. And I'm going to take this shade right here. It's like a nice little light brown shade. Again, sorry if it's kind of blurry. You know, I'm a one-man crew, so it kind of is hard to always make sure everything's on point. Some of my lashes fell out while I was in the shower, so my eyes are looking a little weird, but if you don't look too hard, you won't notice, so yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna just take a random brush I have. This is actually from a palette, you know those little palette brushes they give you? Well, I like to use them because they're not bad. And so I'm just gonna take this dark brown shade right at the bottom here, and so I'm just gonna take that color on that part of the brush, tap any excess off, and I'm gonna go right near the base, like on the lash line, kind of just smoking it out. This is such a fave for me because sometimes, well, all the time, I don't like to wear actual liners because they just get too aggressive when I need to take them off, and not always am I in the mood to do this, you know, really precise liquid line. So when I do it with the shadow, I can kind of get away with it being messy, but it still will turn out real cute and no one will even know that I did it in under 2 minutes. And if you see the line is not really sharp, that's okay. We'll go back into concealer when we do the face and play with it. Now I'm going to take this champagne-y pink color right at the top. So I'm going to take it on a very small flat brush, tap off any excess, and then I'm just going to apply that to the front half. So almost like a cut crease, but we're not going to be that serious with it and go in with concealer. We're just going to lightly pat the shadows on the skin, and it's going to add some sparkly dimension to the eye. And yeah, it's real nice. I don't know.
It sucks doing very light eye looks because not always can you see them, but it's really not that intense in person either. So yeah.
So that's the eyes. It's very simple because that's what I enjoy, simplicity. And I'm gonna move on to the face. The face is the most fun part. The face is what I feel like a lot of people sometimes zoom by, but I'm actually going to focus on the face today. Using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Medium Dark 32. This foundation is definitely in my top 5. You guys see? Right where I had the wing, I cleaned it up, told you to clean it up with some concealer. And yeah. I was gonna say I'm not gonna put on any of my forehead, but since I have such a heavy concentration of it everywhere else, I might as well. So, same thing. I'm going to actually do my T-zone first. I saw it in a video somewhere where they said that they do this area first because if they do the under eye, then all that extra concealer that's on the sponge or brush will be deposited on your T-zone, and you don't want your T-zone more caked than your under eye. And I was like, wow, that's actually very smart. So props to whoever said that. I cannot remember where I saw it. I am sorry, but that's just how life goes sometimes. You forget. I talk really slow, but that's because I'm doing my makeup, and if I talk too intensely, my blending will go out of hand, and I can't have it go out of hand. You know? Next, we're going to contour. For contour, I'm actually going to do cream contour for you guys today, just because cream contour can be kind of scary. So let me really quickly grab what I need, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to use the Huda Beauty's Tantour in light and medium. Light, I'm going to be using it to help kind of bring a bronze to the skin, and then the medium is my perfect shade for a contour. So we're going to use her brush. It's dirty because I've used it, of course. Just gonna go into it. You really don't need to have a lot of product on the brush, so I did 2 taps and then it literally has enough. And I'm gonna put that on kind of like the high point of, or just a little bit above where my contour will be. Like my contour goes right underneath where my bronzer is gonna go. And then I follow it all the way up. I'm using it on my nose just because medium can get a bit dark, so light gives me just a nice little fix up. Again, not good with words, man. Now I'm going to go into medium, and that's my contour color. Same brush, same thing. Tap it a few times. If you don't know where you want to contour, try to just do a, you know, classic. Not everyone can tell though. Not everyone can do that and be like, oh, there they are. So if you take your brush and you kind of just pull, like, push it up, push it against your face and pull it up, the brush will stop at the base of your cheekbone, and that's where you should contour if you cannot do the little fish face method. Because I know that it used to work for me before, and now I can't really always tell where I should contour, but now I also know my face, so it's not that big of a deal, you know, if I don't know. And that's my contour. Sometimes I'll go over the nose. What I could even do is take whatever's on the brush and just brush it on. And that can even add on a little bit extra, but I think I'm good where I'm at. And so now I'm going to set the face. And to set the face, I'm going to use... I'm going to use what I like. And what I've always really fell more into is the Mercier translucent powder. This is the bomb, okay? It's the bomb. Taking a little bit on the sponge and tapping it under the eye. I do a more intense pack under the eye, right where the creases are for me, and then I do a lighter tap at the bottom and then transition it, because that's how I would want it to normally look. And then for the nose, I take it on the tip and I will just run it up the base of my face. I'm just gonna leave it. It's fine if it's a little extra. Same thing for my chin. I don't really bake the area under my chin. My hair is starting to get frizzier as it dries, but we're not going to pay attention to that. Now for the powder part of the, you know, contouring and bronzing and all that, I'm going to take NYX Deep Matte Bronzer. Is that what this is? Okay, yeah. So the NYX Matte Bronzer in Deep is what I'm going to take. And I'm just going to take another dirty brush. Use whatever brush you like for bronzing. I'm just going to tap this, and I'm not really going to stay in one place too long because I don't want it as a intense bronze. We already have a cream bronze going on, so you're kind of putting this on as just an extra layer of like protection. And then I'm taking MAC's Blunt powder. I can't even read the back of it. So it's a powder blush and the color's Blunt. And I'm going to take that on a more tapered brush so I can really get right under the cheekbones. And again, I'm going to use that soft patting and brushing motion. I'm not really giving a lot of pressure into the brush or my hand. It's very kind of flowy, flick of the wrist kind of deal. You guys, my camera keeps cutting, and I don't know how much of this I didn't film. But we're gonna move on with the show because the show cannot end, and the only thing we have left is a cute lip for the look. So let's find a lipstick. And I'm gonna try something. This looks really, really cute. So it's going to be the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in Fresco. It's a super cute pink color. Oh my god. This is a damn look. Oh gosh. Okay. So, nope, one hair wrap. This is the look that I came up with today while I recorded this for you guys. Very simple, very summery, I feel. And you know, I really feel like I need to wear this out now. I can definitely tell there's still foundation on my lips, and that is bleeding a little from the gloss, but it's kind of giving me this nude look, so I'm digging it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully nothing important got cut out, but we'll see what happens. Or I might just upload it like it is, and you know, I can always do many more videos. Oh, that looks disgusting. That was a very bad hair choice. But yeah, I can always do a full another video and still upload it just for fun, just so you guys can see a look I came up with. And thank you so much for watching. This video is probably gonna be mad long, so I'm sorry, but at least, you know, we got to chit chat. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.